Man, I should have got high before I even played this shit. The snow, oh shit. I'm missing the whole fucking season. I'm still hungry, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Burrow will throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And part of why they came into this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Pickett back to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that's really struggling. They haven't won what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it.
Bullshit. 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 I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side can really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first.
And he will take it on in in for a Bengals touchdown. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for two.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Walker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tucker's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Handing it off to Brown. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Back.
Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Quick slant caught by Chase. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in... And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT?
I'm not even trying, bro.
To see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Oh, I'm just bullshit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
Ball hit it there, bitch. I bet you won't do that bullshit again. I bet you won't do that shit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pickett. Flush to his right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got
to get there quick.
And it's 2nd down.
Got to get there quick.
I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage
ball hit it, bitch. Ball hit, ball hit, ball hit.
They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the
And
end zone for a Ravens
I'm gonna throw
touchdown.
it up.
A
I'm gonna
16-yard
throw that bitch
touchdown.
up.
And the Ravens have
I'm gonna
retaken
throw
the
that
lead.
bitch up.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10.
I'll show
Let me go ahead
you.
and show my age a little bit.
Not you
I
trying to
liked it
fake
when they
the
would
shit.
fake it from the 3-yard
Not
line,
you
right?
trying to
When
fake
you'd
the
line
shit.
up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get two. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky.
I'm just trying to end the game now.
Right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six. Touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point.
I show you. I show you.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
I show you. I show you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even get to the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass. Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, 57 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on third down is Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh,
Nigga, you tried.
couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's
I hate this team. I hate Madden. I don't like this game. I don't even want to play this shit.
A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another run for Brown on second down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That second down play nets a -4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Right back to Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Bro, you go.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless.
Let's get set.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
2nd and 11 now.
Let's do it. Why do the shifts?
Here's a give to Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That was taking Cecil.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This is fielded at the 27. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Cowboy 80.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Well, ultimately, not really sure that
Say it again.
They'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and try to add to this lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly have a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
No more.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go.
Third down, here's Brown. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Also damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 68 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Levante David, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, that first win remains elusive. They dropped to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire